Beauty Control. And that will help you to create a client base as well. Also, you're going to have your girlfriends on board with you, loving your product and excited. And if you decide to work it as a business, then there is a client base for you to go forward with in a business. If we get bookings, the bookings as well, and recruits as well, because we want to help equip her, because we're the best booker, seller, recruiter on our team. And it's to our advantage if they want to build a business that you equip them. So what I do in those who want to build a business with the sales, I gift them sales and half the profit, and then I take half the profit for my time. But the half the profit that they get, we invest back into the business to get everything they need to work their business. And like the oxygen tools not in the kit, the DNA's not in the kit. There's a couple of products that aren't, so they're able to work the business and get those additional products. So I have my theme spa. I go to the Dollar Tree, and for $1 I get this book. And then I have the little postcards. And if you don't have the postcards, just say something to me. I've got several in my drawer. And because I'm using Red Stamp app a lot now, I have extras. And just say, hey Karen, I need a set of the postcards, and you can get them from me. Our team rally is going to be next Tuesday, the 11th. I'm sorry. Next Tuesday, the 11th at 6:30 at my home. It'll be a cookout, and you can pick them up then. But if you want them sooner than that, don't wait till then. Let me know, and I can certainly get you a set in your hand. But these are the postcards, and I let her look at it. I say, great. So with our kitchen sink spa, we do that in the first 5 to 7 days. I've got my dates that I have available, and give her my next 7 days out, okay? And I give her 2 choices. So I'll look at my calendar, and I'll say, great, would you like a weekend or a weeknight? And once she shares with me, I'll say, wonderful, I've got the 7th Friday or the 8th on Saturday. The 7th I have 6:30 available, and on the 8th we can do a 2 o'clock or a 6 o'clock. Which would you prefer? And so you're immediately setting it down. You're setting the expectation of what we do. So that's your additional $225 free. So what type of spa would you like to host with your girlfriends? We've got margarita, and of course we've got our wine and cheese, which is really popular. A chocolate spa, which is so much fun. We've got dessert. I do a detox spa. Our Serenity Spa or couples spa. And then we could do Let's Get Gorgeous, which is a glam makeover and skincare. If you're not doing glam, don't offer that. I typically stick with the regular spas up front, simply because you can do more people in less time. And so she'll share with me the type of spa she wants. We'll pick her date, and I'll say, wonderful. Now what I need you to do is complete your guest list here. Do you have your cell phone with you? Yes, I do. And I said, well, go down and write down 25 names and phone numbers here. And I have a special little $25 gift for you in addition to all these other goodies that you'll be getting that night. And write down names and phone numbers here. And this is going to be the guest list. I'll be texting the invitation to these ladies as well. And then you'll receive your additional $225. So you've gotten your $350 being shipped to you. You're going to start your modules today, so your additional $300, and then we're going to get your additional $225. Now, the $225, ladies, is the 500 retail order, less $275, which is 45% off, is $225. And then, I say, Mary, and then you are going to have 45% off profit or savings for the next 90 days. So you're going to give her her full 90 days. So in other words, she gets her order in within 5 days of joining. She has the rest of July, August, and September to get 45% off any size order in addition to the sale prices at any time. So you are opening up an avenue for her to be able to profit hugely, or for her to be able to consume. We have nearly 900 products, ladies, something she is using. We've got skincare, we've got facelift products, we've got the oxygen tool, we've got hair care products, which are phenomenal. We've got Bath and Body. I never use anything but Beauty Control's lotion and Beauty Control's body wash. period. I'm highly, highly sensitive to products in the marketplace. And when I found Beauty Control, I use it from head to toe because it's the only thing that doesn't irritate my skin or bother my sinuses or give me a migraine. So I don't go into a hotel and use hotel soap. I use 100% Beauty Control. My hand cream, my foot cream, my mask. I use every single mask. Every day I use a different mask. So you get them consuming more of their own product. And the other benefit is tax deductible. For 4 years, the IRS allows you to treat this as a hobby and deduct in full your purchases. You can't go to the mall and do that. You can't go to the drugstore or some of these other places out there with cosmetics and skincare and deduct it off the front of your tax return. Yes, my background was public accounting for 10 years. So believe me, I think wisely when it comes to this business, whether it's making money or saving money. You need to think wisely. So you actually, as a hobbyist, can take a deduction for 4 years. You can deduct your car mileage. You can deduct your vacations with your family. If all you do is hand out a brochure or share Beauty Control to a waitress while you're on vacation, the whole vacation is deductible. Your hotel, your travel by plane, your gas in your car, all your meals 50%. Ladies, you can deduct your nails and your hair. I mean, this is unreal. The average hobbyist in Beauty Control gets anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 back from the IRS every year just by claiming her personal use deductions, okay? So if you have a question on that, I have a tax form posted under files here. You can use that, but you're missing out on a big $3,000 to $5,000 if you're not looking at the big picture with Beauty Control. So I hadn't planned to go down that path, but it's just an added benefit because so many people are looking for a tax break. What can they deduct off the front of their 1040? And it's a great one. So after 4 years, you want to be making profit, having a profitable year and making money. And I'll tell you this, you want to be making profit before then. If you get into Beauty Control and really 3 days a week, you're out there spawing. Just be consistent. 3 days a week. You do that, ladies, you're going to get to directorship pretty quickly within your first 90 to 120 days. And within 2 years, you can be at $100,000 income. Okay, that's what I did years ago and have been since 03 and been consistent with my sales and my commissions. But I do one thing, and that is I spa 3 days a week. So getting out there, it's July. Your calendar should already be full for July. You should already be booking into August. So if you're not, then that's something we can coach on and helping you to fill your calendar, because when your calendar is full, you have bookings, you have recruits, you have sales. Okay? It's not a question of where is it going to come from. A full calendar is a full bank account. Now, we'll say I started from ground zero. As you guys know, I had the shingles over the last several months since February. No rash, just the neuralgia. Still battling a little bit of that, but I'm back to where I have my energy level back, and I can pace myself. But it's taken me 60 days to get back to my 12 spas, and I have mastered that now this month. I had 4 spas the first month when I started booking, and then I had 8, and now I'm at my 12. And now I'm in control of where I put the next, 24 spas. And do I cram them into 1 month? I'm probably not. 12 is my limit for me, because I spa to look for more directors. I spa to find women who have and need income. I don't go out there and spa necessarily just to make more money, okay? Although the income is fabulous, I'm not going to deny that. I do have a blessed and nice residual income, but I continue to spa because there's other people out there that need what I have. So I'm going to stick at my 12 and leave it at that, and then flow my other spas into August and September. If you want to shadow me on my spas, just let me know, and I'll be glad to tell you when they are, and you can shadow me on any of my spas in the month of July. I did do a vendor booth, and that filled up the rest of my calendar, And you need to be creative, ladies. You're business builders, so be creative. Where can you find more people who have skin? Okay, referrals, lead boxes, office spas, vendor booths. Once you have a spa book, then it's never leaving a spa without 2 spas, or the hostess doesn't get anything. Okay, you have to stick to those rules and those policies, because if you don't, you're setting yourself up for a trail of bad spas. You want to make sure you have she has 2 bookings and her 500 in sales, because if not, and you gift her gifts, then she's going to tell her girlfriends, guess what? Karen's going to give you all your gifts whether you have 2 bookings or not. And you have set yourself up for a trail of bad spas. That is the rules of beauty control. Stick to it. 500 in sales and 2 bookings. I might give her a little mini or something, a little happy at the party, but she's not going to get her hostess rewards. And as you guys know, also I have a hostess reward sheet. My hostess packet only has a frank list and a hostess reward sheet in it, so it has 2 sheets. But when I'm recruiting someone, I simply only use the frank list, and I gift her first $25 for giving me the list of 25, and her party holding on the original date at the kitchen sink. Now, if someone is long distance, and y'all please ask questions. I know you're on here. If you have questions as I'm sharing, this is interactive, even though you can't talk, but your talking is texting me, messaging me. So message me any questions you might have. But if someone is long distance, then you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to set up a Facebook event. Or you're going to help her put together her order. I'm going to post on here a $500 order a little bit later. It might be tomorrow before I get to it, but I will post a $500 order for you guys, a sample order that you can use for the month of July. I mean, basically, when she comes on board, what is that order going to consist of? You know, an oxygen tool, a DNA, maybe a botanical energizing serum, you know, maybe a PM TFF line. I try to stick in all of her skincare products, especially firming products, by giving her everything she needs either to go out and work this as a business or to consume herself. So I'll post a sample 500. So let's review the steps here of how to recruit and qualify every time. One is we make our own frank list, and we reach out to those individuals by phone and sharing with them that you want to share with them, you want to pamper with them, and offering them 2 times you have available. Okay, I think a lot of times we get warm fuzzies. You know, someone will say, oh, Karen, I've got 5 people that said they want to do parties. I said, awesome, when are they? Well, I don't know, we're going to get back later. Not, because you're going to text them, you're going to call them, and you're never going to reach them. When you are in front of someone or on the phone with them, you do everything at that moment, at that exact moment. I learned growing up, I worked in my dad's dental office and my brother's office, and when they were through with a patient, the patient came out, it was my job to get their booking for their teeth cleaning 6 months out, and they booked it. And 9 times out of 10, they showed up 6 months later. But, you know, my dad and my brother said no one leaves this office without being on the calendar. And, of course, paying for their visit, or they're getting their insurance to get it covered. But I had 2 tasks. And so I learned real fast in beauty control that when I'm with someone, no one leaves without the booking on my books, without the frank list in my hand, completed. Okay, right here. They do not leave without that. The frank list and the booking on your book at that moment. And if I'm going to sign them, signing them, getting it all squared away with them at that moment. So that's where we fail. We get warm fuzzies, but there's nothing on the books. So that's a warm fuzzy, ladies. And if you want to get real frustrated in your business, just start getting a bunch of warm fuzzies. You know, I can go right now and go to a cookout and talk to all the people there, and hey, you know, I'd love to share my beauty control with you. And once we get chatting in conversation, they always say, what do you do? And I said, well, I'm with beauty control. And even when I was in public accounting, that's what I said. And